My 35F, ex-husband, 37M, and I separated around 10 years ago when our daughters were about 2 and 4. I suffered from narcissistic emotional abuse as well as SA, and some physical abuse from him for our entire relationship. After one incident where he threatened and SA'd me, I packed me and the girls up and left to live with a friend in MD. We were stationed in VA. For the first few months, I allowed him to keep the girls every other weekend before we had a court order. But then he disappeared for a period of time with no contact. No calls, no nothing. I obtained full physical and legal custody of the girls. He eventually moved back home to Louisiana, in with his mom and dad and their 5 kids. His baby mama, her 2 kids, and eventually 2 of his own kids with this new woman. They live in a 5-bedroom house with an additional 2 bedrooms built into the garage, so that's 4 adults and 7 to 9 kids in that tiny space. Over the years, he would periodically call them with long periods of time with no contact. I had to message his mom countless times, asking where he was and why he never called his daughters. The girls would come to me crying, telling me they missed him, and asked me why he never called. I was at a loss for answers, but assured them that it had nothing to do with them. He was just forgetful or something. I never badmouthed him to the girls ever. I would send his mom pictures of the girls. I sent them a P.O. box they could mail things to them for birthdays or Christmas, which they did twice. I got a landline so he or his mom could call the girls without having to call my cell phone. I eventually disabled it BC they never called. When my oldest was around 10, I got her an Xbox account so he could message them and play games with them. That went well until he stopped doing that too. My oldest would see him online and sent countless messages, but he never responded. She stopped trying. One day I decided I was done attempting to initiate contact between my ex, his family, and my girls. I told them many times they could come visit, call, and ask for pics. He could message them on Xbox, call me, email me, or message me on FB. My number and email never changed. The P.O. box I gave them to send stuff never changed. He only messaged them on Xbox a couple times. He or his family have not tried to contact them at all over the past several years. Once a few years ago, my youngest asked if she could call him instead, which I agreed to one time, but explained to her that he needs to show initiative. He needs to call her and show her with his actions that she has thought about, cared for, and loved. A couple years ago, I tried to call him at his mom's house to ask why he was taking me back to court, saying he only works 4 hours a week at Dollar General when he owes me $40K in child support. Well, I've had to work 2 jobs while going to school full-time to support our girls. When no one answered, I messaged his mom on FB. She responded with, "You cannot see what you've done. The pain you cause. Taking the girls away from us." Accusing us, saying we do not care about them while you punish and accuse us of all kinds of things for years. The situation is tremendously painful. Taff. I responded asking her what she was talking about. Told her she hasn't even called them or asked for pictures or asked about them at all. I said imagine how they must feel. I listed all the ways they could contact me or them. I never got a response from her LOL and never got an answer about child support. This past weekend, my youngest, now 13, saw that her father had messaged my oldest, now 15, on Xbox twice last year asking them to call him. I never saw these messages, and certainly was never contacted any other way when he didn't get a response. When I asked my oldest why she never told us he messaged, she said that she didn't want to talk to him anymore. So my youngest asked to call him on her cell phone. I said yes, since he did at least try to contact them. I sat with her while she made the call BC. She was nervous. He apologized for not calling but gave the following excuses. "It's just really hard for me. I didn't think you wanted to talk to me. I don't have your mom's number." Lie. "I got tired of begging to see you." Lie. He never even asked to see her. I was livid at the lies and excuses he gave her. My girls have been heartbroken too many times over his failure to show he cares, and all he or his mom can do is turn it around on me and focus on how it is hurting them. My youngest once told me, "Sometimes I wonder if I die, if he would even care." My heart breaks for her. I'm at a loss. I want to protect her, but I also don't want to keep her from him, like he's accusing me of. So, if I should continue to wait for him and his family to show initiative and call, or if I should let her call him. AITAH? And advice is welcome. Edit. My youngest is in therapy and planned to bring this up next visit. After he spoke with her, I got on the phone and politely called him out on his BS in front of our daughter. I explained to her he has no excuse and offered to show her receipts. So she knows. But she still feels abandoned and wants to feel he cares.